It's just not gonna work. Like, let's save your time.
So if it's not gonna work,
time.
sweetheart, just go ahead and take me home.
No. This is what we're not gonna do. Like, I don't even want to be around you no more. Like, this energy that you giving out. Like, all of y'all are the same. No, I'm not taking you home.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Shak-Reacts here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the worst couples I can find. And like always, guys, my favorite clip will be at the end. But in this first one, it is absolutely pathetic. This single mother is begging for money all over TikTok.
It's been day 5, and I have not received no food stamps. My disability checks is on hold. My cash benefits is not coming no more. They're still pending. It is the taxpayer's job to pay for my kids to eat and for my kids to be taken care of. I have over 2,000 followers on TikTok, and I can't get not one person to send me 50 cents. If you're watching this video and you can't send me nothing, I'm blocking you. I'm fucking blocking you. 50 cents. My kids have not ate in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids.
No, it is your responsibility to take care of your own kids. Where the hell is the accountability? You put yourself in this situation. You birthed those kids. So it's your responsibility, nobody else's. I've never seen someone play the victim this badly before.
So I just got home from a first date with this guy, and we kissed. He kissed me, and it was good. It was really good. But I could tell he was getting a little bit like pushy, like sexually, and I like shut it down like right away because I'm not doing that on the first date. So after we kissed, we made out a little bit. I just straight up asked him, I was like, oh, like, are you just like looking for a hookup? Like, just straight to it. Like, I don't waste no time at this point. At my big old age of 31, I don't waste any time. I was like, oh, like, you're just looking for like a hookup, you're looking for casual sex. And he like, you know, said whatever he was gonna say and basically said he's not looking for a relationship. And in that moment, I was like, yeah, you're never going to see me again. You're never going to hear from me again. You're not ever going to hit, because I am not wasting my time anymore with these men. I'm not going to date for potential. I'm not going to even speak to you. Honestly, again, there's no point. It's a complete waste of time if we're not on the same page.
Wow, so basically you're telling me this guy lost the opportunity because he didn't say the right words. Ladies, you guys have to do better. Men will literally lie to your face, promise you guys an entire future, say that they want to get married with you, all that kind of stuff just to hit. So either you guys wait for marriage or you don't. Pick one.
I'm not a good woman, okay? I promise you don't want me. I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't do 50-50. I'm smarter than you. I won't listen to you. I will stress you out. And I like to spend a lot of money, okay?
Oh, hell no! Is this supposed to be like reverse psychology? Do you think that men are gonna fall for this and suddenly flock to your DMs? Absolutely not. This was pathetic.
I have never attracted any 50 because 50-50 men are so scared. They're like, she's gonna eat me alive. And yes, I will eat you alive. I feel like they're scared to ask for 50-50. Because if they say 50-50, I'll be like, it's okay, don't worry about it. I got it. I'll pay for both of us, but you'll never see me again. But I'll pay, and then he'll learn a lesson forever to never ask a girl for 50-50.
Great, and you'll never see us again either if you make a big deal about it. I'm not sure who this chick is, but this woman clearly has no idea about what men deal with when it comes down to dating, and how many times women literally use men just for free meals.
So I was talking to this girl, and we finally decided to go on a date. You know, we went on our first date, went to Pluckers, and everything was amazing. You know, I showed up and, was being sweet to her and nice and everything. And she was telling me how sweet I was, how nice I was, that I was, one of the sweetest guys she ever talked to. And, we went on a second date. We went to Dave & Buster's, and she told me that her favorite color was pink. So I went and bought her a pink teddy bear, pink flowers, and her favorite chocolate, because she told me what her favorite chocolate was. And as we get, I picked her up, I gave her all the stuff, and she was, like, so happy. Like, she had the biggest smile. She was like, oh, my God, you're so cute, blah, blah, blah. Nicest guy I ever talked to, sweetest guy I ever talked to. And as we get to Dave & Buster's, I forget my Dave & Buster's card in my car. So I go and grab it, and I tell her I'll be right back. I'm going to go get it. She kept walking, and I came back, but she didn't see me or hear me. And I'm walking behind her, and I seen that she's texting that guy, and then she blocks her, she locks her phone as soon as she sees me. And, when you lift up your phone, it turns on. So she lifted it up, and I seen that guy's name, and I'm like, who's that? And she goes, my sister, my little sister. But her little sister did text her. It was right under that. I'm like, no, I see your little sister texting you, but there's a guy texting you. And she's like, ugh. And I was like, whoa. I was like, okay. I was like, that's weird. And the vibes were so off that we didn't even play games. Like, it was so weird. So I ended up taking her back home because she's like, I don't want nothing serious. I just want to be friends. And I'm like, if you just want to be friends, you should have told me that since the beginning. I wouldn't be doing all this. I would be doing my thing, looking somewhere else. And I feel like that's why guys don't do cute things for girls anymore. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of guys out there that are just players. But, girls are mean. They hurtful, bro. They they could hurt you for real.
So this guy literally just got red pilled. He probably didn't have this mindset before the date, but now he does. What do you say that's super important? This is exactly why men don't want to do nice things for women anymore during dates. Like buy them things, buy them flowers, sometimes even pay for the entire meal. Because women like this exist where they're still talking to multiple men while still on the date with you. Just like men say absolutely anything just to hit, women will do absolutely anything as well just for you to pay for the entire date and have a free life experience. I also do believe though that if a woman really likes you for you don't gotta spend a single dollar to impress her.
My issue with a lot of cis women, as a trans woman, is that a lot of them swear up and down they are like an ally, but there has been multiple times where I have went out with some friends and I walk in the room, baby, everybody knows I'm a I'm the talk of the fucking town and I haven't even arrived yet. One time I went to this girl's birthday at a club and every single guy that was a part of that group was talking about me being a trans. Every single guy was like, oh yeah, that's a man. That's a man, like don't talk to her, that's a man. And you did this for my protection? Girl. And the thing is, it's like, I didn't even want any of them. You're all chopped. None of you are even past 5'5". Like, I promise you, I'm not gonna be hitting on you.
It's absolutely crazy how the moment this person gets rejected, they start saying that everyone else is chopped, that everyone else is unlikable. If that was really the case, you wouldn't be making a big deal about this. This is you just coping, honestly.
You're in your 20s. Don't hook up with that person you shouldn't be hooking up with. Dating in your 20s is messy. Now is the time to give into the urges and desires so that later on you're not resenting yourself or somebody.
So obviously that was a horrible take, but I was very impressed with the comments because actually women were completely speaking up against this. For example, someone said hookup culture did nothing but fill me with insecurity, shame, guilt, and embarrassment. And that's all you'll pretty much get from that experience. And you're pretty much just training your brain to be numb as possible and to not be attached to anyone. How is that going to be healthy in a marriage?
When you're younger in your 20s, like who the fuck wants to get married and settle down?
Yeah.
Some people, but not me at that point.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to feel the thrill. I want to be getting my head bashed into the mattress. I want to be getting flipped upside down. And then I want to be getting ghosted the next day. I want to have my heart ripped out of my chest. And I want to do it all over again and then some. And then when you get a little older, you're kind of like, I literally don't have time.
Yeah, here we have more women pretty much preaching the exact same thing. Once again, how is this experience good for you when you get married? You're pretty much saying that you're going to come with a lot of baggage, a lot of mental trauma, and a lot of physical trauma as well that nobody wants to deal with.
Hey!
Hey!
Hey, by the way, what's your...
Would you date someone plus size?
No! It's a no for me, sorry. I would if I was getting paid.
You know what? Shout out to all these men for actually sticking to what they believe in and what they find attractive and not, I guess, lowering their standards all because they're talking to someone who is big.
Honey, Jeremiah! What? Help!
Coming!
This is for all the strong independent women who are still watching this video and who think that they don't need any man.
You don't feel comfortable with the idea of using men, you're not going to last very long in this economy. You're not going to last very long in this misogynistic world we're living in. You're not going to last very long in this patriarchy as long as it's men you're choosing to primarily partner with. Get used to the idea of using men. Stop calling it evil. It's not evil to use men, okay? I don't even bother calling men protectors and providers anymore. They're resources. A man is only a provider if he's providing. If he's not providing, he's not a provider. He's a resource waiting to be used. Make sure that every man in your life is playing a clear role, whether he knows it or not. Why is he there? Because if he's there just for you to have the attention and the fun feeling of this guy talking to you, he's using you. Because if all you're getting is attention, what's he getting out of that then? Because men benefit more from the validation we give them than us benefiting from the validation they give us. They use the validation we give them to build up the confidence to approach women they got no business talking to. Do you know that?
What absolute delusion is this? But you know what? I'm gonna give this woman a round of applause because she pretty much exposed every single feminist out there, or pretty much just agreed with all of the red pill men out there. Do you think men are very cautious about their money, are very cautious about how they're spending their money, are very cautious with who they're talking to for no reason? Absolutely not, because we hear clips like these daily. We also deal with experiences like this daily, and they're pretty much just validating and verifying all of the feelings and ideas that men have on a daily basis. So thank you for proving our point.
Discriminate whether you're married, 18 or 80. I'll take anybody.
Listen, I really do think people have to stop bringing this woman onto their podcast and their pages and trying to actually have a reasonable conversation with them, because you guys gotta understand, this woman is bought and sold, and she simply can never ever say that what she is doing is bad, or else her entire business model falls apart. She literally has to pretend and fake this entire personality and act like she enjoys it when we clearly know she doesn't.
Can I get that 11-piece nugget?
How many nuggets?
11.
I'm sorry, how many nuggets?
The 11-piece.
11?
Yeah.
I really thought she said lemon piece nuggets. Imagine bringing a woman like this around your family. Absolutely embarrassing.
To all the men out there saying not all men, I bet that every single woman in your life has a story.
Actually, not me, because I'm deathly afraid of women and I don't interact with.
That's what I'm talking about! I wish that I had a child with him so that there's an excuse for us to stay in contact and still have a relationship even though we broke up.
And this is exactly how single mothers are created. They like a man so much, no matter how toxic and how bad of a person he is, they still want them to be in their lives, so they get a kid from them.
Craziest summer break confession.
Oh my gosh, bro! Hold on!
Say.
But one summer, like, I got really fucked up, and there was just a group of like 5 guys, and a train happened. But like, it wasn't anything crazy. 5 isn't even that much, bro.
Where's your dad? Where's your mom?
5 isn't even that much. It's not that much. It's not that much.
It's not that much.
If I would have went to 6, that would have been crazy. But I only went to 5. It was like 2 summers ago. It was not. It was nothing, bro. Next summer, I'm gonna up it to 6. Maybe this summer.
Damn, that's crazy. Well, let me be that +1 then.
I told you, remember
it's complicated though. Yeah.
Did you guys all notice and how quickly she started jumping for joy just to speak about her horrible past? This is what feminists encouraged women, by the way, and empowered them to feel like speaking up about their disgusting past is a good thing. They should share it with the world. No one wants to hear this. I'm sorry. This is just trash.
You'll never find another girl like me ever again. There's no one else like me. Oh my God.
Worse increases as women's income increases relative to their husbands. Why do you think that is?
Because women are hypergamous and will constantly feel like they can do better.
I got this liquor in my system, so I feel like I want to confess. I was previously dating someone and I kept telling him, oh, that's just my friend, it's just my friend. Whole time my friend was eating me out every time we was hanging out.
Yeah, another valid point about why men just don't like guy friends, because this is exactly what's going on behind the scenes.
Do you have any questions for him? Do you have kids?
Yeah.
How many?
I got 4 kids.
How many?
4.
How old are they?
My oldest is 12.
And how old is the youngest?
7.
How old you said you was again?
33.
Okay. You got a question for me?
Do you have kids?
No.
No? Do you want kids?
Yeah, 2.
2? Mm-hmm. 2 boys, 2 girls, or a boy and a girl?
A boy and a girl.
I like that. Might go work something out.
How do y'all feel about each other? He cool. I like your swag. Your locks is cool. Your hair is done, so that's a good thing.
Appreciate you, baby.
I like your style. Like you street, but I can see that you like, you know, trying to get yourself together, get your life together.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. But I think I'm a pop only because you got 4 kids.
Pop.
And I love kids, don't get me wrong. But 4 is like excessive.
Okay, thank you.
You know what, guys? I actually do feel like this was a solid interaction. They both let each other speak. It seems like they were both vibing. And honestly, I have to respect her decision about why she popped a balloon and why she didn't find this man attractive. Simply because of the kids. I can't blame her for that.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. And that's how quick you can catch the clap. In other words, gonorrhea.
Motherfucker.
People really do be risking their lives over the stupidest things.
Guys who think women are just unintelligent are not smart themselves, and the reason is because all you have to do to see the true dexterity and nimbleness of the female mind is point out something they obviously did, and watch even the lowest IQ girl turn into a quantum accountability avoiding supercomputer. You're like, hey, is this you kissing Brad at that party? And watch Sally, who can't understand basic logical syllogisms, turn into a professionally trained mental terrorist. Be like, hey, can you choose a different outfit for the gym? It would make me more comfortable. And wait for the 45-minute PowerPoint feminist theory presentation about how you're using sociological power dynamics that are oppressive to women instead of just wearing sweatpants. I swear, something like snaps in their head and they enter like this Vasily Lomachenko boxing matrix-like state. They're
Yeah, and honestly, I like to give credit to social media because that's where women are getting all of their information from this feminist TikTok, from this feminist BS that they're consuming all over social media, and they're just regurgitating all of this information that they're hearing 24/7. Even though it's false information, it's incorrect, and they have no idea about the terms they're even using, like misogyny. They will still say it because they think it makes a valid point when they have no idea what they're talking about.
What do you feel is a decent amount to spend on a first date?
Oh, I don't think it matters.
What? You don't think it matters?
No.
Wow.
Now, on a first date, I would rather go for a walk in the park and drink a smoothie, to be honest. A lot of these dating scammers that literally go on a date every night just to be able to eat something, you're lucky you're eating tonight because you probably can't afford to do it yourself. So be grateful that you got some food. And be grateful that a man put in enough effort to take you somewhere.
This woman exactly gets it, and I'm so happy someone does. What does it show you, though? That you guys don't have to settle for all of these women who cry about 50-50. There are going to be women out there who fully understand a man's perspective and don't mind going on cheap dates and actually getting to know a person.
Apparently, using my child support on myself is wrong. So what am I supposed to use my child support on?
You're supposed to spend it on your fucking kid. Good night, everybody.
A girl will post this but then cry later on about why men only want her for one thing, or why men just keep staring at her and she feels like an object.
Yeah, imagine being married, asking for a divorce for a specific reason, and then regretting that shit later. Okay, so there was this woman on TikTok who made a video about her friend. So her and her friend went out recently, and her friend was married for 11 years to a man that she thought they were going to be together forever and ever and ever because they were just a super cute couple. They had a really good dynamic, and they got along really well and never had crazy issues, right? This guy is putting in a lot of hours and a lot of work time so that way they can live the comfortable life they were living. Okay, he paying all the bills. So she said she got bored always being home taking care of the kids and not really having them time or doing like spontaneous fun stuff. Anyway, so she asked for a divorce. He gave it to her, and she's been dating for these past 3 years. And so she asks her, how's it been? How's the dating life been? Okay, and she tells her, honestly, it's been trash. It was fun at first, but now it's not fun because I'm looking for something serious now, and no guys want to take serious.
So instead of the woman in the story deciding on her own that she should just start working to help her man out so he can start seeing his kids more often, or he can start seeing the family more often, she decides to completely leave this man simply for working hard. And then do what? Just to run the streets? Did you really think all of those men who were sliding up to you, who you saw on Instagram and social media, who you thought was very attractive, was actually going to give you a fair chance at marriage? No, I feel like only women come by that chance once in their lifetime, and the moment they fumble that opportunity once, they really never see it again.
Guys are not the move. If you're short, get some boosters in your shoes.
If you have
have a cute face and you're short as fuck, you're fucking ugly. If you have an ugly face, you're fucking ugly. And
Honestly,
if you're short, you're uglier.
Imagine if a man said the exact same thing about just fat women for no reason, just saying they hate fat people.
I actually have paid people to find me dates before. I was probably, I think, 31 when I tried this, but essentially it is called matchmaking. That is exactly what recruitment is, except for love purposes. And just like in any other financial dealing, there is a cash transaction that needs to happen. Cash being like money, not like actual cash, but like you do have to pay for the service. It's not free. I gave this lady $6,000.
$6,000 is absolutely insane for a complete BS service, in my opinion. If you can't get likes all over social media, and I mean like either your Instagram or even dating apps, I'm gonna be honest, then spending $6K on a random person you have no idea about isn't gonna increase your odds. I'm sorry, but let's see what else happened.
The dream of how she was gonna hook me up with all these dudes that she was like gonna procure for me. She was gonna go and like hunt them down at bars and interview them and be like, yo, are you gonna like my girl? And then show them my picture and like serious matchmaking, selling the dream stuff. And then after I gave her the $6,000, because it was like a legitimate matchmaking service that had some success. And look, you're never going to find the right information on these matchmaking services because everyone will share their own experiences, and it's either it worked or it's like it was awful and they had all these massively terrible dates. Either way, in the price point that I was messing around with, which was just $6,000, you're not going to get really amazing service. Because if you think about it, these are people that are like going about their day, calling up people, trying to just book you dates to make the money and call it.
Now, what's absolutely so backwards about people spending money on these so-called dating coaches and such is simply the fact that these women's standards actually increase the moment they actually sign up to these services. Why? Because now they feel like they're able to actually catch a premium product because they spent so much money in order to do so. Like, her standards are now higher simply because she spent $6K versus her just meeting someone organically and not spending the money at all. She now wants a bang for her buck and something that's worth the money. It's kind of backwards, like I said.
So it's now been about 3 months since me and my ex split, and I'm realizing that I cannot afford my lifestyle. So much to the point where I actually miss that ugly cheater so much right now. Let that be the last time I decide to play detective or ask too many questions, cause I can't do this.
Like, just tell me you're broke without telling me you're broke. You'd literally rather be with a cheater just because he pays all of your bills. And listen, a lot of women function like this, by the way. But it just screams broke. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is your daily sign to hit the gym, gentlemen. I don't care who broke your heart. I don't care when it happened. You can without a doubt change yourself and your appearance.
What if Summer comes to you, as pretty as she is, and says, Mom, I want to be a city girl?
She ain't gonna be no city girl.
So Summer ain't allowed to be no city girl?
No. I want her raised totally different. Like, you know, I don't even want her to even see the light of day like that. Like, I really want her to just be like, you know, like level-headed, a schoolgirl, and just on a whole nother wave. Like, you know, I kind of was raised different, so I don't want to raise her up how I was raised. So, you know, I'm a city girl, ain't nothing wrong with it, but I don't want that for my daughter.
So you say there's nothing wrong with being a city girl, but if there's nothing wrong with it, why don't you let your daughter do it? This woman is a complete sellout. And this is the problem with all sellouts. These type of people are willing to sell their souls to make money, and they have no problem promoting this image to other kids or to other people. But when it comes down to their child, suddenly the lifestyle is now bad. You just got caught red-handed, honestly.
Talking to one of my guy friends about what it means to him to be a provider, to provide for a woman. And he's a little older. He's in his late 30s. And of course he wants to provide financially, but ultimately it's not just that. He was like, I want to make her life easier. I literally want to take away her problems, her worries, so that I can say to her, what are your dreams? What are your passions? Now I'm giving you the ability to pursue your dreams and your passions because I'm covering you financially. I'm taking away your burdens and your problems so that you can do what you want to do with your life. Like, that is what we
Listen, if a man is capable to give his wife the opportunity to be a stay-at-home wife and give her a very easy life at home, congrats to that man. It is very hard, I'm gonna be honest. Especially in today's generation, how things are incredibly more expensive, a man literally needs to make around 100K a year in order to do so comfortably. However, it doesn't mean for that woman to now sit her butt at home and do absolutely nothing. You gotta bring real value to that man's life to do so.
I have a scenario for guys. I want you to pick one of these. Let me know what you would prefer. Would you rather come home from work to a very clean house, fresh, clean sheets, pristine, number one. 2, home cooked meal on the table from your wife, your girlfriend, whatever. Or 3, walking in and your chick just looking pristine. Like, she looks amazing, put together. She is there to look good for her man. Is there a preference? You have to choose one. Do not say, oh, I want all 3. I'm asking you, which one do you prioritize the most?
So I'm not sure why you can't do all 3. I know she said don't say that, but a woman can definitely do all 3 if she's a stay-at-home wife. However, I will say, just to answer her question, I'll probably pick 1 or 2.
Like, do you like white girls or you like...
White girls just easier. They like, when I look at them, they ready to go. Black girl, too many arguments and shit.
That's not true. Black girls, we firm. We and not saying no disrespect to the white girls, but
all respect.
Black girls, we ain't going for none of that shit. It's boundaries. Yeah. You ain't bringing that hoe in this crib. I ain't going for none of that. Do that shit on your own term. When I find out, nigga, it's up. White girls should be going with it.
I feel like all girls going.
That's not true.
You ain't going?
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious how she really just proved his point. You simply started spazzing out all because he had a different preference. The irony is hilarious.
I'm a sex worker, and in the first financial quarter of this year, I earned $90,000. But I have been in this industry for 7 years now, and I was not earning that the entire time. It has taken me 7 years to get to that point. What a lot of people don't understand is that marketing is literally 80% of this job at least. If you want to charge a high amount of money, you have to market very well. Because people can go pretty much anywhere and get a blowy for $20. If you want to do the same thing for $6, $7, $8, $1,000, you got to market to the right clients. And it took me a long time to figure out how to do that. Some people are naturals at marketing and they figure out how to do it really quickly. And they're just good in social situations, so they're able to give a really good service. A lot of us, though, have to learn. So please don't jump into this industry thinking you're going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. It usually doesn't happen.
So listen, I actually appreciate the honesty because a lot of people won't say this, even though I still don't agree with her life choices. I will say, however, that OnlyFans and all this street work is 90% your looks and your face. So if you are a very ugly person, no matter how you advertise yourself, I don't think you're gonna do well. But regardless, if it is about all marketing, why don't you guys get into just social media? Just regular TikTok stuff, or I don't know, do something cool on social media. Make a brand for yourself. And stop selling yourselves online if it really is just marketing.
I got fired for being a woke professor.
No, you got fired for scamming your students out of $120,000. I'm going to let her tell you what she said she was doing, and then I'm going to show you the truth with receipts.
I designed a kick-ass course to teach my 600 students about basic self-awareness, empathy, and essential communication skills for life. But, I mean, basically being a good human.
Now, let me tell you what she actually did. She designed a college course that required you pay to join her patriarchy rebellion community for the low price of $99 a year. Remember, she has 600 students. Now, since she was teaching at a business school, you might think that the patriarchy rebellion community is about succeeding in business. It's about communicating well in business. Nah, according to her, it's a safe place to coordinate our efforts to burn everything to the fucking ground. This is her saying this. Also, according to her, 100% of the membership fees are donated to Planned Parenthood. But here's something even funnier about that. Her web pages say different things that she was doing with the money. On her GoFundMe, it says she was using the funds to buy herself a Rebellion RV. Her website states that 100% of the membership fees are used for awareness, education, and activism for a bully-free future. And of course, we already saw the Facebook post where she says it's going to Planned Parenthood. And because she had been running this scam since 2022, she's raked in more than $120,000 in membership fees. All for a community that, as she said, is to coordinate our efforts to burn everything to the fucking ground. So no, you didn't get fired for being a woke professor. You got fired because you were scamming your students out of $120K.
Yeah, she should definitely be arrested after that. But it really does prove something absolutely hilarious, which is education and intelligence are two separate things. Just because a woman is educated, has her master's, is a professor, doesn't mean she is right or smart. In regards to the students, I'm not sure how they signed up to this BS, knowing exactly what it was about and where the profits were going.
Not today, Satan. This is tripping. I don't know what she thinking, yo. Hey, look. Just come on, get out the car. Like, come on.
Why would I do that? Why would I get out the car?
And I'm recording this, so you can't say I tried something, or
I'm
confused.
confused. Why did
you
you
or something
stop the
crazy
car?
like
Because
that.
we're in the middle of nowhere. And why do you want me to get out your vehicle? I'm confused.
Because this like that's you're just talking like this ain't gonna work. Like I can already see this ain't gonna work. So let's just
we
say
didn't even get a chance to really start the day yet, bro.
Yeah, but I mean I see how you thinking, how you talking. You talking about celibacy and all this stuff. Like then you give it the Pookie and Ray and all.
Okay,
like
I get it. So you're
Jody,
mad.
you
You're mad because I won't sleep with you. That's
it's not even that. It's the fact that like why are you playing games, right? That's the problem with y'all. Y'all have
and
all these
and my grown self
expectations
can choose to not have sex with you. I don't know you like that. I don't know what you have.
And that's fine.
Who's
I'm
having
clean,
sex
baby.
on the
I'm
first
clean.
date?
You
Who
want to
the
see
hell
my?
have you been
Yeah, I can show
dating?
you my records, baby. You
Good.
want to compare
Well, that would
records?
make me not want to
But
date
that's
you
what I'm
even
saying.
more.
Like,
That's
you
all
know-
that you're doing is taking women out and having sex with them.
It's just not gonna work. Like let's save your
So
time.
if
Let's
it's not
save
gonna
my
work,
time.
sweetheart, just go ahead and take me home.
No. This is
work.
what we're not gonna do. Like I don't even want to be around you no more. Like this energy that you giving out. Like
Boy, stop.
all of
Go ahead
y'all are
and
the
take me
same.
home.
No, I'm not taking you home.
Excuse me,
Like, let's
sir,
out.
get
Like,
back
no,
in
no,
the
no.
vehicle and take me home. It's just
You
that
don't
simple.
run nothing around here.
Alright, you guys may not like this take, but I have to say it. Nobody is deserving of anything. Meaning, a woman isn't entitled to a man's money, and that man isn't entitled to that woman's body. Nobody deserves anything. I feel like two people should only go on a date if they actually want to get to know each other and see if there's a future. However, if any of them go into that date feeling like the other person deserves to give them something at the end of it, then you're just a horrible person. And yes, that includes a woman expecting a free meal at the end of the date, and a man expecting something else as well. You guys are just horrible people. That is just my opinion though, guys, because I just wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do want more content just like this, leave your videos. You guys see the top screen. It does so much to know a lot. And see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.